This is B3FL.
Are you nervous? Huh? Really, are you?
Get your popcorn ready.
Hey, somebody has run out on the field.
Start with Matt, I'll kiss him.
Some goofball in a hat and a red shirt.
You play to win the game. Hello?
I look like a psycho.
You play to win the game.
Now he takes off the shirt.
It's my quarterback.
He runs at the 50.
What's that man doing?
He runs at the 40.
My passion was playing football.
He's at the 30.
Golly!
Now he runs the opposite way.
Every single week, I put my freaking heart and soul into this.
Mr. Unlimited.
I don't go out there and laugh. It's not funny.
He's bare-chested and banging his chest.
Fire around to the football, play pass! Oh!
The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
Don't you ever talk about me!
Waving his arms, bare-chested. Somebody stop that man.
I'm not the bad guy. I love you.
How many people want to eat a dolphin tonight?
I love you.
Kicks him out.
Freaking
That is a disgusting act.
Get fucking sick. You like that? You like that?
Mike, why are you in such a bad mood?
What do you care?
I got one thing to say. Oh, come on, man.
I mean, I know I'm gonna get got, but I'm gonna get mine more than I get got, though.
Welcome back.
Been a
Welcome
while.
back. Pistol Gun Cop Show. How's it going?
It's going so good.
It's good to be back in
Chilling back in Canada.
this side of the hemisphere, eh?
We're locked in, dude. Don't have to wake up at 3 a.m. to watch any games.
I mean, we've got a lot of excuses for last season, but fantasy football-wise, it was a tough season for us. Podcast-wise, tough season for us. Hopefully a big bounce back there. It's good to be back, though. It's good to be back on the mic, talking to you again.
It's like riding a bike.
It's just jump right back on. You know, not a crazy long show today. This is kind of like our comeback show. It's right start of the off season. I think going forward, what's the plug of the play? I'd probably try and release on Saturdays.
That's a realistic, yeah. Sunday maybe even.
On weekends,
I guess maybe
get an
when
episode out.
the games start maybe like Monday or something.
Yeah, something like that. But a more consistent schedule in the off season, especially now that, you know, we're in the same time zone. That was one of the big hurdles for us last season. But good to be back. Pistol Gun Cop Show.
Let's go.
Looking for a big comeback. B-League podcast this year.
B-League.
B-League
I can't
podcast.
believe that, man. I'm heartbroken.
You know, I can believe it. I can believe it. Just because of, you know, how unlucky the season was going, how the season was going. It doesn't surprise me. I was almost destined to come back. You had this great season and you peaked too early, I think. And it just, so you could see the story just wrote itself, us two.
Icarus.
In the same side of it all, right? But again, we'll get into some of the B3FL talk in a bit. Good show we've got for you guys today. Good show. We've got a gin review. We've got a segment that we haven't had a ton of. One, because we stopped putting his face on our show because he's talked a lot of shit about us. Jake's Take, but I do have a good Jake's Take. Gonna talk some future plans. And then we got a little B3FL talk. Going to talk GM of the year. Who's going to win that? Our thoughts. I think it's a runaway, but we'll see. Auction draft. What's up with that?
No way.
Website. Website got a little revamp. If you haven't checked it out, b3fl.com. And I'm hearing talks commissioners' contracts up at the end of the year. I don't know where we go from there. That's an interesting conversation, but we'll get into that. I think we're going to start though with everyone's favorite segment, kind of kick the show back off. The segment that kind of, put us on the map. The good old gin and G&T. I don't have tonic today, so we're just going to go a straight gin.
Straight gin, interesting.
We're shout out Julia, always shout out Julia, but she brought a couple little gin samples home. So we've got a Hendrick's here today. Haven't done a Hendrick's yet. Hendrick's is a great name brand, a little more pricey, so that's exciting. It is a very good gin. The gin tasting I went to back in Quesnel. Shout out Quesnel. We tasted a couple different Hendrick's. Very, very good gin. Today I've got the Oceum. The Oceum Hendrick's gin. It's a lush green herbs and citrus.
Love some citrus, dude. You gotta have some citrus in there.
I've been pretty vocal on my, when you try to do the flavored gin. Some great examples, the Snoop Doggo, that was such a lemon flavor, much like this is a very, very strong lemony flavor. It's going to be that's gross. That's a 5.2. That's disgusting. I hated that.
Damn.
I've got a very soapy taste in my mouth, unfortunately. The other one's got more of a mint flavor to it. I was more excited to try that one. I just grabbed them out of the freezer here. This is not the one I would have chosen for the show today had I known, but we gave it a shot. 5.2 and what was it? 5.2, I say?
5.2.
5.2 and falling fast. I'll finish the bottle though. That's fine. But we're going to need some tonic. That's for sure. That's a tonic one. And that is
I don't think I've ever had gin straight, a couple times, but that's wild, bro.
Just a little taster,
Gin's kind of nasty, dude.
It's a desired taste.
Drink me.
5.2. Shout out Hendrick's. Shout out Hendrick's.
I've had some good Hendrick's. We had some Hendrick's at a bar in Australia and
down under.
Down under, mate.
Hendrick's is good. Neptunia Hendrick's is it's a good one. Really, really good one. And the original Hendrick's is also very good.
Yeah, I think I've just had the original one, but it's not bad.
Yeah, no, you're not a gin guy though. I get that. What was your favorite drink down under?
I'm a vodka lime soda man.
Vodka lime soda?
Yeah.
Interesting. See, I'm not a vodka guy myself. That's
vodka lime soda is just great, man. It's good. Some good cocktails too. I like espresso martinis or nothing too crazy.
Espresso martinis, eh?
When they start coming out in wild, crazy glasses, I'm just a normal cup is fine,
I love a good espresso martini.
Yeah, those are
haven't had one in a while. Last time I was at the cottage though, my sister Hayden, shout out Hayden, she brought some espresso martinis in cans.
Ooh, how are those?
they were actually quite delicious, to be honest with you. They were pouring them into cups. I had one just straight out of the can. And it was awesome.
I tried a bottle, like one from a bottle, and it was very sweet. It was much too sweet, in my opinion.
This was sweet. This was a sweet, definitely on the sweeter end of it. I don't think it was the Cutwater espresso martinis. I'm seeing those cans. It might be, though. Love a good espresso martini, but also not a huge vodka guy.
Vodka lime soda, man, I'm telling you, it's the key.
Vodka lime soda. See, I'll do like a gym lime soda.
That's also good.
Tequila lime soda.
Lime soda is wild, pretty tough.
Just cut from different cloths, I guess, pal.
Vodka lime, it just tastes like limes. That's it. It's nothing.
Jake's take. So, and it doesn't have to necessarily be Jake who says it. It could be anyone who says it. But sometimes people say things and you're like, oh, they make you really think. Jake's take this week: poor people invented all the cool shit.
Oh, not like a football take.
Definitely not a football take this time. This is one I had written down. It made me think, and it made us kind of.
People invented all the cool shit. That's probably true, man. Apple straight from the garage.
Sparked a terrific conversation with some of the boys. But yeah, Jake's take. That's been Jake's take. Quick little segment there. One interesting conversation that's been going around, and I wanted to get your take on this, was 100 men versus one gorilla.
Oh my god, dude. I literally knew you were about to say that.
I wanted to talk to you about this specifically because
oh my god.
Obviously I'm curious to see on what your opinion on this is.
I honestly haven't really weighed in yet too much on it. I haven't thought about it too much, but
it hasn't crossed your social media enough for you.
I've definitely seen it, but you're just in that fugue scrolling state. Sometimes you don't really think about it, but my first instinct, honestly, is that 100 guys can take out a gorilla.
My first instinct was it should actually be 50-1. Can 50 men take one gorilla? That to me is more of a question. 50 guys is a lot of guys. It's a lot of dudes.
And especially if it depends on the circumstance, I guess. If it's 50, if you went to a university lecture and pulled out a bunch of nerds. If you were just on the street with a bunch of random guys,
I'm saying two of everybody in our league, 50-1. So there's 26 of us, two of everyone.
I mean, a couple of us are a bit of a liability.
Definitely, right? But you got to think about that, right? You got to think about that in your group of 50, that you're going to have a few. But again, you get a couple Omars in there and
true.
They're going toe to toe with this thing.
That's probably all we need, really.
So in my opinion, and again, I'm not a professional, on gorillas. I'm not a professional fighter, but in my opinion, I think 36 me's could take a gorilla.
36.
And I that's my number, where if the over under is 0.5, Connor's left, I'm taking the over. If I have 36 of me, I take the over. I think there's at least one of me. I think I'm going not toe to toe, but I think this thing's bruised, battered, nothing left, and I've got it pinned,
I'm trying to just picture 36 people in a room. Because, if enough people just mob him, hold him down, he's gonna... The problem is that one punch can kill you. So, once he starts swinging, he could just drop... you could get lucky and just drop, the first 19 guys that come near him, and then you're down.
and that's it. I saw an AI video of this, and that's kind of what brought it up to me, reminded me of it today. And this gorilla just messed up all these men. And right at the end, a guy pulls out a gun and shoots the gorilla.
That's what I would do, honestly.
If it's just hands and fists, though, you know?
Can I have like a chain?
No.
Like a 2-foot chain.
No, it's just hands and fists. Like, just feet, fists, and beat, and you can bite it. I mean...
Yeah, I would bite him.
If it was the guys in the league, I would throw Jackson at him as hard, because he's light and you could throw him like a javelin.
I would be a bit scared if it was our league, yeah. I would just hide behind Omar, honestly. I'd be like, you go high, I'll go low, bro.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to get your take on it, but yes, we both agree that this would be 100 men would defeat a gorilla.
I think 100 men is like, there's no point even having a conversation about it, you know?
I think 50 of them don't even have to go near the thing.
Yeah.
I think 50 already start the party that they defeated a
tailgate.
100. They were in the 100.
Yeah, we're on 99.
Yeah, that's our opinions on the 100. The Pistol Gun Cop shows we take the 100. We take man.
100, I take it easily.
Is there any animal on the planet in which you wouldn't take 100 men against?
Fucking bear, or what are we talking about? Gorilla's probably the toughest thing, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is there anything else on the planet like a bear?
That's what I mean.
A full-grown grizzly bear, like
a
that.
Grizzly bear is like the same as a gorilla. And a lion.
I feel like in a way that could.
Shit.
I feel like in a way that could actually be easier. It might be easier to get on the back of the gorilla and really just like, start picking at it where
of the grizzly
or of the bear. Whereas the gorilla is going to be a little bit more mobile. But again, an elephant, like a full-grown elephant, 100 men?
You just climb it, bro. Climb up there, start scratching the shit out of it, biting it, poke its eyes out.
You're right. No, I don't think there's an animal on this planet, on land, I'll say that again, on land, that 100 men can't defeat.
And especially if the 100 guys are like, if they're all expendable, like if they all have no sense of self-preservation at all.
Like, we look at 100 guys on sentenced to life and say, like, whoever, like, you guys get out.
It's like, yeah, just jump down its throat and choke it from the inside, bro. We need 3 guys. If one guy's willing to just go crazy, we only need like 4 guys.
Just get eaten.
Yeah, just jump in there.
Just jump on in. I hear ya.
Yeah, I say, yeah, fuck that, dude. Now that I actually think about it, yeah, we only need like 100 is hilarious.
So I'm saying 36 me's I could defeat a full-grown silverback gorilla. I'm not excited about it, and I think 35 of us don't make it out. If we're talking clones that like don't care. Yeah, that's what I'm talking.
I'm not talking like 5 people, dude.
No, not 5. Not 5. That thing's killing 30.
The first guy, I'm like, yo, jam your skull into his mouth. Like, don't let him break your skull while you get it in there. Just get it in there. Choke him out.
I hear ya. That's an interesting strategy.
I think I barely even need any help, dude. Honestly, now that I think about it.
I don't think it's as much of a debate as people think.
100 is easy money.
Speaking of debates, a big debate in our league, and I kind of want to jump into a quick B3FL talk. We've got 10-15 minutes left in the show here. What are your thoughts on this auction draft?
I wasn't aware that it was being discussed in a serious manner. I Probably oppose, honestly.
It's been discussed the last few years, and Tom's brought up a lot of valid points with it. And the idea was that the auction draft was going to happen this year on the 5th year anniversary of the B3FL merger, which I think is a fair thing to do, and we've talked about it before. And I think I will vote it this year. As someone who's just been sent down to the B. And my name will be in that group of people forever. And that's tough. And so have you. So I think a shake up here it helps. It can't hurt us. Certainly can't hurt us. So I think, that's going to be something I'm going to definitely push for here going forward.
I don't know. I think I've done an auction draft once or twice.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I really fuck with them that much.
Takes a little preparation. Takes a little prep.
It is a completely different thing for sure.
But again, I think it only builds the anticipation of the draft video the following year and that draft. I also think there is a sense of it's a different competitiveness instead of the regular draft. So I think it's cool. I think there's definitely, some benefits to doing it.
I'll have to think about it with a critical mind, because my first instinct is to always vehemently reject any type of change. So I think I'll have to kind of wrap my head around it a bit. Definitely do some mock drafts, but
it's tough to mock them. You can't really mock them. There's no mock drafts happening.
Maybe just watch a handsome man on the internet do them for me.
And that's probably what you should do.
Videos of auction drafts.
And again, even just build your team. Just build a team and then go buy your team.
Yeah, true.
Essentially, that's what you can do with a auction draft. You can have your team set today if you want. You just gotta be willing to spend and essentially hope that guys don't get bid on.
Yeah, it's interesting. Definitely an interesting thing. I don't know if I would immediately jump on board. I totally understand everyone that doesn't want it.
Be prepared, and I guess I'll say that to the league. Be prepared, because it's going to be a conversation that's going to be brought up again this year, and
very interesting.
I think it's something that we all need to listen to this year, especially on that 5th anniversary. We've pushed it off for a couple of years. It's been brought up, and people have said, well, the B League can do it.
Have it separate.
And I don't like that. I think it's got to be the same for both leagues, especially if you're doing the 4 up, 4 down.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I gotta let my dog in. I'll be right back.
Let the dogs in. Shout out to everyone in the league this year who bared with us through the slow times. Definitely a slower year for the pod, but we're happy to be back. The Pistol and the Gun Cop back in this side, this hemisphere, this side of the planet Earth. So really, really excited to get this pod going. We got a lot of really good things. If you haven't checked out b3fl.com, head over there. Our tech team's done a terrific job at continually updating, continually making the website better, and adding to it. So huge shout out to them. And yeah, check it out, b3fl.com. Hendricks Gin, OCM, 5-2 earlier in the show. 5-2. Little show recap. 5-2. Commissioner's contract's up. We're going to talk about that here in a second. And not many people are talking about it. How many people are talking about it? Maybe a new commissioner? New commissioner vote? Just saying. Could be time. Could be time. Talking about voting, owners voted to keep the tush push in. Philadelphia, obviously excited. Kalen excited. Fantasy fans everywhere excited. Jalen Hurts stays very relevant in fantasy football because of it. So just telling people about the Tush Push vote in little show recap. Jalen Hurts stays relevant in fantasy football. I don't see him necessarily relevant as just a passer, but scooping touchdowns is obviously a fantastic thing. To Saquon stay healthy this year. He obviously was healthy last year, but he hasn't really had a couple back-to-back seasons, so we're excited. Tush Push still around.
Tush Push, honestly, big fan of it. I would have been, that's honestly something I would have been willing to protest if they had,
And by protest, do you mean like
go out there with a sign and...
Go out there with a sign, actually like protest.
Yeah.
Good for you.
It just seems like, it's like, why would you not?
Where would you have gone?
I would have gone everywhere, bro. I would have recruited teams of people.
I like that.
Goodell's house, his work.
I like that.
I would go to Philadelphia and just be with the people of the city and just hear them, listen to them.
When you were gone there, I just brought up briefly commissioner's contract up. Mentioned it earlier in the show. Any thoughts on the commish? Anything you want to say to the commish?
I think he's been doing a great job. I don't know. Is someone else willing to step forward?
I can't remember if we're fans of the commish right now, or are we against them, or are we with them?
Oh yeah.
We're pretty back and forth on this. I can't remember where we're at, but we must be fans of him right now. Shout out commish. Keeps the league in check. Keeps the league going.
Big ups. I don't know who else is gonna do it. You know.
I don't know.
Do we like Pope it?
White smoke. Is it what white smoke is when you have one, right?
I mean, that means they've picked a new Pope. Yeah.
Yeah. Guess we'll have to see. You checked out the website lately?
I actually have not. No, you said it was a little updated earlier. That seems.
Check it out. Tech team's doing obviously a great job. They always do. Not always the fastest to do things, but they always get it done and they do it well.
That's what it's all about, you know.
Excited to hear Jordan's pod again this year. Obviously, we want to get Jordan on the show, hear his thoughts about the season. We do have plans for a season recap show coming up.
I'm currently on the website. Is it like new, or it looks similar? Maybe
It's definitely similar. They've just made some updated some bugs. They've gone on some things added at the bottom, looking to update the pick'em and the survival are going to be. You can get them through the website. There's going to be a few new features on there. Obviously, the pick'ems and the survival. It's a lot of tech, a lot goes into it. A lot of man hours. So last year with the pick'em, I mean, it's tough, right? So you get those bugs that go wrong and they just can't get fixed right away. But they've made a lot of time with the off season, and the tech team's doing a great job.
Shout out, big shout out.
The carryover from the survivor pool this year, the starting is going to be, I believe $250 before any entry fee.
Let's go.
Last 2 years tie, a 4-way tie last year. There was a 2-way tie the year before between myself and Nate. Last year, there foursome of guys that went out after week 4, I believe, early. So carry over $240. If we get $250, everyone pitches $10. It could be over a $500 pot this year.
Let's go.
Just to start, so that's awesome. And then hopefully it ties again and it carries over again.
I'll be securing it this year, don't worry.
I hear you. It'd be nice. It'd certainly be nice.
A couple extra beers.
So wanted to ask you here, and I know we're wrapping up next 5 minutes or so, but GM of the year.
Honestly,
What are your thoughts?
I'm like, I haven't even thought about last season. Can't even really remember how it ended or who landed where or what happened, who got delegated. And
Well, I can tell you that right now, to me, the clear-cut GM of the year is going to be, and this is tough to say in a sense, Zach Tickle, A-League champ.
Zach Tickle, league champ.
The zingers and wingers to start the season was a great segment that I'm looking forward to this year, post-draft.
I don't even really remember what happened. Like, what was, I guess just winning the championship is a solid GM play.
Yeah, but again, he had a horrible draft, we thought. He turned his team around, made a run, and won a championship. Again, been in the A-League a couple years, and his off-field off-sleeper production, maybe we'll say off-sleeper production, Sleeper being the fantasy app, is terrific. It's been terrific all season. His Discord play,
the intangibles.
The intangibles that you can't track that. You can't see that. You just know it's there, and he's had it. So that's gonna be who I vote for. But again, I'm not on the committee. I don't decide these things. So we'll continue to talk about the award show, and as we get a date for you guys. I've spoken to the commissioner. He's in, and exciting news, we're going to be and host a live award show this year, and there's a chance we're going to try and get this done in person.
Let's go, baby.
And me and you have talked a couple times, and it's there's definitely some traction to get this award show going, and maybe we get a pod in person, so that's exciting.
Let's go.
Now, year-end wrap-up show, maybe we I'll do some digging, come up with some of the storylines from last year, get them all down, and we can do a little wrap-up show next season, wrap-up show before the award show, whenever we get that planned in the off-season. Pistol Gun Cop show, ladies and gentlemen, back giving you guys some little entertainment, little off-season entertainment. We didn't talk NFL draft. We'll talk some draft on the next show. A couple weeks after that, as some of the NFL rosters really taking shape. But yeah, it's good to see you, buddy. It's good to be back on the show.
Yeah, it feels great, man.
It feels right.
Just like you never left.
Seeing that B3FL, that bright blue B3FL logo, and the new logos that Ryman's got. We gotta post those up.
Let's go.
This is awesome. Awesome to be back. Any final thoughts for the people, Ryan?
Good luck, guys. Good luck with this coming year. You're gonna need it. I don't know. I'm so tired, man.
I hear ya. I'm tired too, pal. Well, you get some rest. We will plan another pod soon.
Let's go.
Gun Cop signing off.